Hey, so thank you for your order. I was just looking at your website. I looked through it a little bit already, but we're gonna go through it right now. So first of all, I do like the aesthetic of it. It seems pretty modern and like like a typical nice fashion store. Um, Starting at the top though, I would say it's a little bit crowded up here. I do like that you have this 24/7 support thing, your location. It's kind of nice. It builds more of a trust with your customers. Um, but I would say it's like look how much space is being taken up here before you even start getting down into um, your products and and the issue is that carries out throughout the rest of the website. So like if I go to any other page, see it's like all of this. Well, okay, so right here we have another problem. So I'll get to stuff like this in a second. I mean, I assume that your website's not done when I see stuff like this. But obviously this is something you would have to fix. No products were found matching your selection. Maybe so if you don't have products, just delete the category or have it so it's not showing up yet. So this is a WordPress site since I went down here and you could already see that. Um, I'll get to that in a second. So you could just kind of have it so those categories don't show up and work. You can work on them in the background, and then once you have products on there, you can um, add them. So anyway, back to the home page. So this is a big issue. Your site's pretty slow at loading, and the issue with that is that the people that you're trying to sell to, which are women, girls, and women that are just shopping online, the way that demographic shops for these types of products, they do it pretty quickly. And they like to just jump around a site like this and browse at a lot of different things. So whenever you're slowing down that process, I would say that it it really causes a lot more people to drop off your website. Like if it's the first time they're ever on here, they're going to be more inclined to leave the site because it's taking too long to shop. And I know that from experience because I had a store that sold products to the same demographic. Um, so I would say really work with getting that loading time up. It might be your WordPress theme that's slowing you down, or maybe you just have a lot of plugins that are running in the background or something. So um, I don't know, find a way to get the loading speed faster. I mean, the overall look though of your site, it's very nice. It's very clean. Your product images are good. Um, they're not really too blurry, I would say. I mean, there's a little bit of blur here. Um, yeah, there's a little bit, but it's not okay. Some of these are not the best, but it's not the worst I've seen either. Um, I would say though, so if you see this, it's a lot of the same products are just repeated over and over. This is the top. This is the trouser. Okay. But either way, what you want to do is just the the same stuff that's here is also down here. You really want to just show different things so people have a better idea of what they're looking at here on the site. And then so this doesn't actually mean anything. Well, to a lot of people it won't mean anything, but that's good. Uh, Secure site. That's good. It just builds um, more confidence with your buyers. I would definitely try to get rid of this down here. I know sometimes with depending on your theme, it's hard to get rid of this, but if you can get rid of this, I absolutely would. And then up here, I saw you have 2 LinkedIns, question mark. That's kind of odd. Not sure what this is. I don't want to start clicking that because it's going to take me off your site. Okay, so getting into your product pages, nothing is found. I know I saw a couple of product pages that had stuff already. Again, I'm assuming that you're going to upload all that stuff and you're still working on it. Um, so here's a tip, actually, and this one kind of threw me off a little bit because I saw a different page that I think you had this on the other side. But anyway, my when when women are browsing through these sites, they kind of the way that they act is that they kind of like to keep scrolling down through all of the stuff. So I would say that you want to try to show more products initially on the page. Um, Maybe like triple what you have here, so you can get a nice long scroll through without having to stop, click to the next page, wait for it to load for 20 minutes because it's a slow loading website. Then you're there, and then you can scroll down again. Also, it's just kind of awkward where it just has one product here. So, like, if you're gonna have, I don't know if your theme allows you to, but so 10 products, you might want to have 12 so you can actually fill this up. Um, it would just look a lot cleaner. This looks pretty odd that it's just like this every time. Um, Before we move on to the product pages, I would just say that a lot of these prices are really high. I mean, like I don't know where you're getting your product supplied from. You might just have to price them like this, but um, if you're not making any sales yet, which I'm assuming you're not because your website's not finished, um, it would definitely help to have lower prices at the beginning, and then as you as you kind of figure out your niche, you can start raising the prices a little more. But I'm also not an expert in these products, so I take that how you will. All right, let's check this one out. Okay, yeah, so I saw this before when I was browsing through it before, and the same thing happened. So for some reason, your product pages aren't showing an image here. I think there's something there. Yeah, so there's something there, but it's not, it doesn't appear. Maybe you have to click these arrows. No, that takes you to the next product. Okay, that's interesting. I mean, this is kind of a pointless feature because it takes so long to click to the next product. If this was instantaneous, that would be nice. You know, you could just boom, 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 keep seeing the next product. But this is a big problem, obviously. You need to figure out how to get that fixed. Um, I would try to get rid of this stuff. I know that it's kind of annoying with some WordPress themes to you have to go in there every single product and try to get rid of this, but and some of them don't let you, but I think I I think I had the same issue one time and I figured out how to get this off. So try to get rid of the SKU not there. Um, yeah, lots of blank space down here. I'm not sure why there's so much blank space. I'm not really sure what's going on here. See, like I wouldn't even know to scroll all the way down here. So definitely fix that. Um, this is good that you have some really good descriptions like this. Here we go. Okay, yeah, so that's a problem. You can't have images this blurry. That's just I know it's tempting to just put this stuff up here because it's like if it wasn't blurry, it would look really nice, but it's gonna be worse to have this than to not have it. If it was nice and crisp and clean, it would be fine, but when you're trying to sell expensive clothing to this demographic, they're really looking for, a trustworthy, high quality site. And if you don't have all of these types of images just perfectly squared away and the design of your website really well done, it's going to be very hard to close those sales. Oh, there we go. No, still blurry. Um, so the design of your site, I like it a lot. I think it's very clean and modern and in um, kind of kind of similar to how a site in this niche would be like, but the images is just the number one thing that's going to throw people off um, at these price points. Even actually at any price point it would, but especially at these high price points, like anyone that's thinking of spending over $100 on any piece of clothing is gonna really, when they see that, they're gonna be concerned. You know, combining that with the slow loading site and anything else. Blog, you have a blog, that's kind of cool. Okay. Yeah, again, so I do like that. I like the whole theme of the site and the way it looks very, it looks good. I just really would try to get these images to be better. That's kind of a point that a lot of people struggle with because if you don't have these products, if it's a drop shipping site, it makes it a lot harder. But I mean, that's just the reality of business. I mean, I would say if it's possible, buy some of these at least and don't have a ton of products on your site. A lot of people get carried away with a site like this and just try to have like 100 products, but like since you're trying to sell these high ticket items, these expensive products, you could try to get away with having less items, but they're at a higher price and they're very specific items, and you work hard to have like really good images and stuff like that, rather than having 1,000 items that are all like $500. Anyone that's shopping in this category of price and they see a website with 100 something products and they're all priced at this price point, not that they are, I know that some of them are lower, but they're all kind of expensive products, it's going to throw them off. Sites like, because this isn't, these aren't like, actually I don't know these brands, so I can't tell you, but I'm assuming that you got them from a supplier, and um, but they look good quality. That's a good thing. um, all right, that's pretty much it. uh, Anything else to wrap it up real quick? Yeah, just fix this type of stuff. Sign in. I'll look over here real quick just to see. Okay. I mean, okay, yeah, so you have to fix this. I'm assuming the site's not done yet, so keep working on it, but overall it's a good design. Just try to get some good product images, um, and yeah, good luck. Thanks.